Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Back at it again. Just doing a little bit of maintenance stuff today. Gonna do a little work on the Dodge. That bad boy over there, having a little bit of some battery terminal electrical problems. For instance, the stock guys aren't doing so good anymore. Negative terminal just completely toast, but still a factory connection, so got to cut all the wires, resolder on new connectors, go get some nice new battery terminals and whatnot. So we'll cover a little bit of that today. And got the keys out, got to go and pull the cars out for a little rip around the yard, keep everything moving, keep everything running. So gonna jump up there on the hill and grab down the Monte Carlo and the Mustang, take some speakers out, stuff like that, get it a little more prepped for winter. And while we're at it, might as well take them down, do a couple little donuts around the yard, have a little fun, and keep working on stuff. Get the truck all fixed up. Got a couple buddies coming by here to do some work on their stuff soon. So we'll be pulling everybody's vehicles down, doing some rewiring, a little bit of fixing up, and just getting ready for winter. All right, hell yeah. Woo-hoo! Still got some power. The light is on. Absolutely no real. See how this is gonna go. Fuel pump. Come on, buddy. Well, got some stereo stuff. Gonna want to take out of here. Competition 10. The lamp setup. Gotta get this guy out of here. Might as well put it in something else and use it throughout the winter. Shouldn't be too bad. Even gonna pop the 6x9s quickly out of the rear of the car. The little quick setup in the back. Hopefully get something a little bit better done up over the winter. And yeah, a little more permanent. Maybe build some proper boxes, stuff like that. And but I also still want to rip the engine out, do a whole bunch of work on the car. All the seals, gaskets, all that kind of stuff needs to be replaced. But shouldn't be too bad. So see how that goes. All right, finally got the truck pulled into the garage to do some work. It is a day and a half after the beginning of the video, but got distracted with some buddies and doing some other work. So this is what we're trying to achieve. Nice new connections, new fittings on the ends, being that these cables were hard right into the old connectors, old terminals. Everything needs a new connector. String tubing I had didn't fit. Had to go to some black tape. Get everything all done and looking good. Nice new solid, well, maybe not the battery. Yeah, that's all good. One side done. On the other guy, that's not looking so sweet. Got a little tip for you later on about the crossover cable that moves over from one battery to your other, that every diesel has, but there is definitely something specific to this year of Dodge and how you can end up boiling your passenger side battery. I have boiled two to the point that they were pissing liquid out the side, steaming everywhere, emergency pullover on the side of the road. And it basically happens if your crossover cable, or whatever it's technically called, loses connection. Pretty much your alternator sitting right down there is connected to your passenger side battery. But whatever sensor it is, can't remember the technical name, but the sensor or whatever that reads your output of your alternator going to your vehicle is connected to the driver's side. So if your cable that crosses over loses connection, it reads 12 volts off of this battery while the other one's getting fully charged. When it reads 12 volts, it turns the alternator up. If it keeps reading 12 volts, it keeps turning the alternator up. And at one point, I had read that my alternator was putting out 18.4 or 6 volts or something like that. It was maxing out the alternator and would fully nuke a battery in about 2 to 3 minutes. Just, yeah, horrible. So definitely want to make sure that you have a really good connection. This is absolute garbage. This was just to kind of get me by. It's part of the other reason why I am redoing these cables and making sure that it's good for myself or the next owner. And would hate that they start having problems and batteries boiling and all of that jazz. You will notice an indicator on your gauges inside your vehicle. Anytime that you have an electrical problem, I do believe it is your voltage gauge will just flat drop all the way down to 0 or 8, whatever the hell that is. 8. Whenever you have a weird electrical problem. Or if you charge your batteries to the truck and they are not charged to the exact same voltage, you will get a bit of a dead reading on your gauge until these equal out. You hook your cable up, let the truck sit overnight, your voltage will equal out between the two batteries, and then you'll get no bad readings on your gauges. But yeah, definitely been an interesting one dealing with all of this. Especially when there's already a tuner and lights for light bars and all that kind of fun stuff. And stereo. Got to make sure you got your stereo in there. So trying to not do the worst job here, but all right, well, let's get on to changing out some of these guys, cutting the old posts off and seeing how that goes. All right, just got to jump in here for a sec. Pro tip: when you go to loosen your terminals and you can kind of just do that, probably not a good thing. You really want to make sure that your stuff is tight. Check on it regularly. Just because it was tight the last time doesn't mean it hasn't happened or corroded or whatever, especially if you live in Canada or an area that has warm summers and cold winters and heat changes and stuff like that. Check your terminals. I obviously didn't, so most likely going to have some electrical problems if you can't keep that stuff in check. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Keep going. Hell yeah, brother. Alright. Let's just get that guy out of there. Nice new fresh end. Yep. This guy's gonna require a little bit more something substantial because I do not have proper snips. Don't recommend doing that unless you're used to it. I'm a dumbass, I've been doing it for years. Alright, gotta bare some wires, clean up some terminals, go get some sandpaper. I don't know where my battery cleaner is. So, we'll just do it the old school way, sand it down. Where is that? Let's get that. Alright. Some fresh connectors here. A little bit oversized. We will double it up. Maybe. No, that probably gonna work that well. Huh, okay. Not bad at all. Got some little pieces of solder to go in the end. A little bit of solder in the end of the cap so we can heat it up after. Alright, where'd they go? Cool. Well, I let that guy. All right. So, new connectors on. Got these guys looking all good. New ends on there. New end on there. You know, was able to adjust the angle needed to make everything line up nicely without pulling hard on anything. Nice new solid terminals. Got that crossover cable looking a lot better. Nice new fitting on there and everything. A lot better than these old guys. That is it for now. Hopefully this will fix a couple of the problems I'm having, and we'll see how it goes from there. Keep you updated. But that's it for now, everybody. Thank you very much for following along for those that you did. Hope you're enjoying, and I will see you on the next one. Peace. Take care, everyone. See ya.